This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. Let's do this.
Let's freaking do it, baby.
Fresh from Camp Pendleton. I want to thank...
Now, but hold on. You were in Utah with the fam.
I went to Utah with the family.
You cut that early to go...
I cut early to do my patriotic duty for free.
Did your service?
For free. I love people like, how much you get paid to do this? I did it for free.
Yeah, but I asked you the same thing.
Yeah,
like, Daddy needs to get paid, right?
Daddy needs to get paid, but...
Hey, took advantage.
You know me, I'm a sucker for the military.
They took advantage of you.
No.
Because they don't have funding.
Yeah, I'm friends with some people in the Trump administration, you know?
Yeah, Tim Kennedy.
And I know other people. And I was offered, I was given the honor of going to Camp Pendleton for the Marines' 250th birthday. And I had to get up and do stand-up at noon on the beach in the sun in front of 6,000 Marine sailors and then another, I think, 7,000 on the periphery.
Not
great sound, great attention, not conducive to stand up, right? Like a little bit, I kind of was up there going, and I was nervous, and I don't get nervous.
You should be.
I was nervous because, first of all, you know, I'm there with Dakota Meyer, Congressional Medal of Honor winner. I'm with Jocko Willink. We're all backstage. He's going to do a speech. He's a great guy, by the way.
Jocko?
Funny. Have you met him?
I've never met him.
Funny. Great sense of humor.
We've exchanged texts.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I use his supplements.
Yep. Very intense.
Love him.
Like but when you're with him, he's just a great guy. And I've heard that before, just a funny dude. So it was fun to kind of hang and talk. And I had some other friends that I know from the administration.
But you have no business being there.
Yeah. So I'm already feeling a little bit like when you're around these Marines and these Navy SEALs and these combat veterans and then some of the upper echelon.
We're doing the action.
It's just a different culture.
You're a fluffer on a porno set.
I'm a fluffer on a porno.
Because you're not going to partake in what they're willing to do. But you're there. You're never really part of the team.
Yeah, well,
you're a fluffer.
A lot of these guys, like Chad Robichaux, who was a recon Marine, and then I think worked with SEAL Team 6 and was an MMA fighter. These guys they are really tough people, and they also have seen a lot, and they've also lost friends. And so for me, I'm there, and I'm
can't relate.
I just
you know
already
what you are. It's a bunch of Komodo dragons, and you're a fucking salamander.
Well, I'm just a different thing.
Salamanders are cool.
No, you know, I'm an entertainer, which requires a very different mindset. It requires a very different everything, right?
Completely different.
Yeah.
Lanes.
So
everyone's good at what they do, but they're just what they're doing is completely different.
Yeah. So I feel a little bit out of place. Yeah. And I also feel
a little self-conscious.
Yeah. But listen, hold on. But
Sorry.
so I feel a little out of place, and of course I love those guys.
Yeah, of course.
And I love the culture. There's something about the thing about military culture is it's all about the person next to you. When you're in a war, and then he was saying this, one of the guys said, when you're in war and that's coming, the only thing that's going to save your ass is the guy to your right and the guy to your left, or the woman to your left or the woman to your right. Those are the people. And everything is done so orderly. And if it's not done orderly, and if you don't follow rules, people die. Correct. So there's a religion to that. So when you're there, and I'm at the 250th birthday of the Marines, the U.S. Marines, the people up there are talking about the sacrifice, about you pick a fight with us, you're going to get. It was very inspiring. The jets are flying overhead; they're really loud. It's really a different energy. It's like there's this idea of sacrifice, honor, country, and then Bryan Callen, it's noon. He's going to get up and do a little comedy for you guys.
And you guys been in the sun all day. Here's Bryan Callen.
I was.
But you knew it. You've been doing stand-up long enough where you're like, okay.
I said it.
It's like, I'm not going to crush. No, this isn't the belly room on a Tuesday night.
Well, I can't do jokes. I told stories about my dad being a Marine. But I can't do jokes. A little bit.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
I should have made more fun of the sailors versus Marine thing.
Yes.
And that dawned on me.
That'd been funny.
I did talk about Trump
being in the Navy and shit.
Yeah, I talked about Trump being like war, and then he does that dance. He's the most feared man in the world, but he dances like that. Yeah. Some of it was fine. I did fine, but I'm not, I don't know to crush.
But I don't know who would crush in that scenario.
Right.
Like, you're not set up for the most success. But
I didn't feel like comedy was appropriate, to be honest with you. I felt a little inappropriate. You know what I felt? I felt generally inappropriate. My presence felt inappropriate. I know that sounds weird, but I felt a little inappropriate. Does that make sense? Like comedy in a moment.
Why?
This is a sacred moment.
But you're literally amongst, and it's nothing. Don't get it twisted. I would pretty tough. I would feel insecure around Jocko and those guys.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty tough, dude.
Yeah.
Compared, but when you're talking about military,
life and death shit. Yeah,
they're playing. They're not even playing a game.
No.
I'm about to say playing a different game.
It's not a sport.
No.
It's not a sport.
So
nobody charged the battlefield and said, "This is football."
No, but B, just to make you feel better about it. Not that you feel bad, but LeBron James should feel insecure around those people.
Yes, and that's a really good point.
Ohtani would feel insecure.
Yes, I think you're right. Right.
And if not, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because those guys have been through it. They've been through it, and I haven't. And so then now I got to get up there and be funny. Look, it was an honor.
And you're not you're not from their tribe, so you have an outsider coming in.
Yeah.
So even right away, they're kind of like, all right.
Yeah, it was an honor. It was a fucking honor. I would always do it. I said to them, I go, anything for the military, I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it for free. I don't give a fuck. I will do it for free.
Agree.
I just need to be a little bit. I want to have a maximum impact, and I want to bring my shit to it. I want to get them laughing.
But you could Rob Riggles was a Marine.
He was a Marine.
Yeah, so there might be a little more.
bit different.
You know what I'm saying? Like a guy who's been through.
My dad was a Marine. A little bit different, right?
A little different. You know.
But listen, man, it was. I feel insecure talking about it. I'm feeling the same way, right?
Oh, whenever it comes, and my whole family's military. Whenever it comes to military, I'm buddy.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's like, it's just not.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel comfortable. You're like, I shouldn't be.
Yeah, I shouldn't be here.
Or also, especially when I talk, like, I shouldn't be talking about it.
That's right. Yeah. Because I don't know how to, even making fun of sailors versus Marines, I got to be careful.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude who's a comic. I don't want to get up there and start making fun of people. Because I was going to make fun of all the ranks and how, how precious they are about their ranks. And that would be funny. I did a little bit. I was like, Secretary of War. It's not the God of War, but if you want to get to the God of War, you got to get to the Secretary. Yeah. Okay. But I was careful. Yeah. And maybe I shouldn't have been.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know.
Well, can you imagine if I started roasting and people were like,
boo, get him out of here. Traitor. Traitor. I would start that. Traitor. Traitor. Communist.
Traitor. I'll tell you what's pretty cool though. When you get the commandant who gets up there or whoever it was, and the guy just gets up there and he goes, Marines. And he goes, oh, like that. And he goes, get some. Hoorah.
I love that shit.
Hoorah. You're like, fuck. And then the planes, those overhead, and you're like, and it's so loud, you're like, Jesus. And then they cut off like that. You're like, woo! I was like, motherfucker, call me crazy.
Testosterone flowing.
Dude, that's badass.
That's America, bud. That's why we're the most powerful.
My back
in the
was
world.
straight, bro. Ramrod straight.
As it should.
You asked me to do push-ups right then, I'm going to knock out 100.
Dude, PR.
I'll hit my PR.
Guarantee it.
Did it in Iraq. I mean, Afghanistan, on the USO tour, when they said, Steve Byrne goes, Bryan wants to challenge anybody here to a push-up contest. I was like, you're a dick.
But you're going to do the best.
But I did 84.
Yeah,
I did 84. I couldn't do 84. I did 84, like good ones, proper ones.
You do the best you can.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Well, anyway, it was good. And then I flew back to Utah, played some golf with my dad, played some golf with my 14-year-old, played some golf with my 3.5-year-old.
That should be noted.
Yeah.
You were in England at the time. You texted me and go, your boy's going to bring up JD Vance.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And now I didn't want to ruin the moment because I know you're feeling good. I looked at my wife and went, no, he's not. But I went, dude, congrats. So cool.
Yeah. So I was presented that there was a possibility that I would bring the vice president up on stage. So there was Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and then the vice president.
Big boys.
And I would bring some big boys and I would be performing for them. That's not nerve-wracking at all. And then I would bring them up on stage. So with respect, I'm Bryan Callen.
Yeah.
So Bryan Callen's not going to bring JD Vance, the vice president, and Pete Hegseth. No, they weren't there. I was part of the pre-ceremony warm-up, Brendan.
Yeah.
All good, an honor. But let's not get it twisted. Nobody cares about who's that guy? Oh, that guy. Oh yeah. He was the comic. He's on. That's fun when you see
JD Vance showed up later.
All right. Yeah,
JD Vance showed up later.
JD Vance showed up a little later.
Yeah.
Showed up a little later.
It's all right.
He was on
Hey,
a ship. He was
it's all
on a
right.
ship waiting.
Bet you knows who you are.
You know what, man?
No, we know who you are.
I'm sure maybe I was mentioned in the thank yous somewhere if you look at the fine print.
Yeah.
But it was an honor.
Yeah, that's a cool experience, dude.
I love people on
Glad you did
Instagram.
it.
How much you get paid, you shill? Nothing.
Shill.
Nothing, you fuck. Nothing. So shut up.
And that, I
Shut
feel,
up.
I feel
Shut
like
your
they could
fucking mouth.
Yeah, but they should have thrown some bones your way. They have.
No, I would do it anyway.
So much money.
That wasn't the deal. It was just like,
No, it'd be cool though. You know, like
we'd like to give you $1 million.
how much did you send it Ukraine?
Oh, well,
Can,
yeah.
can you throw my billions? Listen,
Oh, the best. You'd love
you
this.
wet his
I
beak
forgot
at
to tell you
100K?
this. I forgot to tell you this. Chin, bring up amphibious 4x4s. There was a truck there. So we were on this giant, this land and sea amphibious assault ship that comes right up on the beach. It's a hydrofoil. You know
Yeah.
the thing you see those things in Florida on the Everglades? with
yeah,
the big.
they can go on land.
Yeah, I
Or,
want you to picture that being
On steroids?
bigger than this building.
what?
Yeah, Bubba, with the propellers. I mean, it was crazy.
And then it goes on the.
Is it like these guys?
Yeah, see how much that costs. Just take a look at how much
Is that those Sherpas? The Sherp?
Okay,
20.
120.
Oh, you can buy it now for 170.
Yeah, this is not
What size
But
fucking
I'm talking about
tires
the
are
one
those?
that the military. So there was one that the military.
That one's for
It was
civilians.
$2.7 million, and it was when you'd look at it, you'd be like, "What? What? It just looks like a dune buggy."
And you
But it was a
you jumped
special
on there?
dune buggy, huh? Yeah, it was. No, I just saw it. It was just sitting there.
Oh.
It was. But the point is that some of that equipment,
badass.
they ain't
Oh.
giving it away.
Fuck no.
They ain't giving that shit away. Yeah. So I don't know. Let's take a little break. I'm going to talk to you about collagen peptides. I didn't think I would do this because I was like, do collagen peptides really work? Do high quality collagen peptides, when you ingest them, does it actually restore your skin? Does it actually help with osteoporosis, joint pain, all that stuff? Well, I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, I said, give me all the evidence. Look at all the evidence on PubMed. Look at all the measurable evidence, the human-controlled studies. Guess what? They actually work. According to the studies, there is evidence that collagen peptides actually make a measurable difference. So, and as you get older, your hair starts thinning, nails break, your skin doesn't look the same. And that's usually because you're losing collagen. Bubs, B-U-B-S, Bubs Naturals, collagen peptides. This is where they come in. I just got a can of it. And starting when you're in your 20s, your body produces less collagen every single year. You look at me, I know I look beautiful, I know I look really tight, but I'm still pushing 60, and you can just see a difference. You don't have the smooth skin, you don't have as fast recovery. Well, guess what? You put Bubs in your coffee, a smoothie, juice every morning. It's tasteless, it's odorless, it dissolves instantly, no clumps, there's no weird additives, no weird aftertaste. It's super easy to use, okay? But here's what it makes it truly different. It basically, the brand is a tribute to former Navy SEAL Glenn Bub Doherty, a national hero who gave his life saving saving Americans in Benghazi. His call sign was Bub, and that DNA is woven into the Bubs brand. So Bubs donates 10% of all profits to charity, starting with the Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation. It's pretty cool, right? And on top of that, Bubs is built to the highest standard. There's no junk, zero sugars, no sweeteners, no fillers. It's third-party tested. This is very important. It's NSF tested. It's NSF certified for sport. So, because if you're an athlete and you're taking peptides, you want to make sure it's not contaminated with something else. Then you get popped for an illegal substance. So they have these really strict standards, okay? It's Whole30 approved, sustainably sourced from grass-fed, pasture-raised cattle, and it's trusted by over 100,000 customers. It was also named Best Collagen of 2024 by Health.com, all right? So either way, live longer, live better longer. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off of Bubs Naturals by using code FIGHTER at checkout. Just head to bubsnaturals.com, use code FIGHTER, and you are all set. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard them from. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Bubs Natural, collagen peptides. Hey, after I did my research, I'm in.
Modern military, 5.2 mil per unit.
There you go.
Amphibious combat vehicle ACVs 5.2 million
bring
per
that
unit.
up. Bring that up. Let me see what that looks like.
High-end civilian, the H2O Panther.
But like, it's like that. Why is that $5.2 million? I'm sorry. That doesn't make
also,
sense.
yeah, you think we'd get
Sometimes there's
a
a little,
deal.
there might be a little waste. Oh, okay. Well, that's
It was like
different.
that?
That's different. No, this thing was smaller. I get that would be 5.2 million. That makes sense. That's a lot of technology. How about that fucking thing? I think it floats and it gets out.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
don't fuck around.
that thing's badass.
Damn, in the water and on
I wonder
land.
what powers that. Who's building that? Hopefully an
That's pretty
American
cool. You can go
brand.
anywhere.
Yeah. I just wonder what
Yeah, and there's a machine.
who's
That's a
building it?
Robot. You know what? Lockheed, Raytheon.
No, because GMC, like there's been some American brands that were building the military. Think about Hummers. That was GMC.
Oh, they got technology, man. It's so funny how your phone, if you walk into a certain area in the
AMG.
military with your phone, they'll gather everything on your phone in 2 seconds and tell you who you are and where you live. Yeah.
Oh man, it's
And
Italian
you saw
made.
those and they were badass.
But Italians make great vehicles, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of issues.
Yeah.
Ton of
It's
issues.
made by it,
It's like a collab.
probably. Because they're really good at certain engines or something.
Yeah.
Rolls-Royce makes a lot of the airplane engines.
Airplane, yeah, that's they originally started. So did BMW. Originally started off
Really?
airplanes. Yeah, their logo is actually a propeller. If you think of BMW,
Oh,
how it's white
No
with
shit.
the blue, that stands for a propeller.
wow.
Yeah, the more you know.
The more you know. It was cool, though. It was cool.
I was out in the sun, not like you, with surrounded by enthusiast Marines, but I was. See their logo? It's a propeller.
Oh, wow.
But I was in the sun from 8 a.m. and then sundown. Tiger had a baseball tournament, and the games got delayed. I got it to field during the day, mid-afternoon. I didn't leave till 10:30 at night.
This is my brother-in-law
And Tiger was
with
Tiger was
soccer.
pitching at 9:45 at night. And I went, but I could tell he's tired. I go,
on.
I know you're tired, but compete, buddy. And there's about 8 parents in the crowd.
9:45.
9:45 throwing pitches.
That's too late. That's not good
Yeah.
organization.
And then because
so many teams?
I don't know. Sometimes shit just happens. Scheduling games get delayed, and then we get pushed back, and then we're the later games. And then the way they discipline you is if you get the high seating, you're the 8 a.m. game on Sunday. So since we lost both of them, they go, one of the dads goes, shit, we deserve it. I go, what do you mean? He goes, we'll be the early seed. I'm like, well, how early? He's like, I bet we got to be here about 7 a.m. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We got home at 11:30. I woke Tiger up at 5. Went, Bubba, get your stuff on.
That's not
For a kid, he's
that's
like,
tough.
what the fuck is this?
My son and we took an 8:30 flight from Utah, got in at 12 in Austin, and he was asleep, my little bunny, 3.5. And then picking him up and carrying all the bags with him on my arms and walking.
That'll wear you out.
And
That'll
then-
give you a
and-
tight back.
It'll give you a tight back, and then go ahead and add that child seat, which is super awkward. And I'm not a
disaster.
big guy, so I'm carrying all that shit. I got a workout.
It's a workout.
It's a workout.
Dad life's a workout, dude.
Tell you what I'm not good at, the game of golf.
You just got to do it a lot, dude.
Got to do it a lot. Gotta
Anybody
move
who's
your
too
stroke.
good at golf, like, you have too much time on your
Well, you're
hands.
rich.
Or
Well, you're old.
Or you're rich.
Yeah.
Like when young guys play enough golf, I'm like, how?
My father,
How do you have
my
the
father
time?
is the biggest trash talker. He's 85. Golfs well too, and he would hit it and
But
just beat the shit out
yeah,
of me.
he should
That's what
because he's
does.
playing with you guys.
And he's like, and I would hit, and he'd go to the caddy. He'd go, keep an eye over in the forest because he's going to hit it over there.
It's not your
I'd
thing.
hit it in the bunker. He'd go, going to the beach, huh? You like the beach? Just fucking with me. I was like,
But when he's that good,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You know what I don't appreciate is I sent you and Rogan and Eddie in our group chat, was it third rattlesnake that I don't mean in the yard.
That was a big
At my
rattlesnake.
door,
That's a
Bubba.
viper. And by the way, very dangerous if it bites you.
So dangerous.
So
but they
dangerous.
keep showing up.
I don't know what's going on.
But we talked to an expert. They think there's a nest near the crib, and our house isn't lit as well as the other houses. So they think because it's darker, they don't like the light when there's a bunch of lights. So they think we got to add more light.
So you may have a rattlesnake.
A nest.
Because you've had 3 now?
3. So a third one.
That's a lot of snakes.
I know, and our neighbors like 2 doors down was like, I've lived here 6 years. I've never seen one. And you guys had 3 in less than 2 weeks.
Those are big too.
Big boys.
And if they
Did I
bite
send you that,
you're
Chin?
gonna have a problem.
I don't think so.
This thing's head just looks so goddamn dangerous.
All venomous, man. That's a viper.
Is it a regular fucking?
Well, you got little kids, man. It's no joke.
Yeah, the dog could be next.
Oh yeah. Can you keep anti-venom in the fridge? No.
I don't think so, man. But Jay was like, dude, you could kill him and make money. I'm like, hey,
What do you
man.
mean what do you mean?
Enough
Sell
with the
it?
business ideas.
You mean skin it and sell it for $15?
Yeah, that's what I said.
A rattlesnake skin?
I'm going to skin it.
Oh, I can get that
press
cup
it
of
down.
coffee now. Because there's a real demand for rattlesnake.
But now when we go outside, it's just like, the
I don't
fuck?
blame you.
I told one of the dads, I'm like, we got a fucking rattlesnake problem, man. They're everywhere. He goes, it's Texas.
It's Texas. I saw the biggest tarantula hawk.
But is that a regular rattlesnake? Do you see his head?
That's a regular rattlesnake.
Is
That's
it?
That's a mature.
Here's the thing. He wasn't, you know how some of it adapt so they don't use their rattlers because they don't want to die?
He's rattling.
He wasn't rattling.
Yeah, that's the.
This
fucking
one wasn't
problem.
rattling.
That scares me.
But he has rattlers.
They don't rattle. That's a legit.
Now, I'm on the side of kill them so they don't come back, but my father-in-law, who caught this one, decided to let it go across the way. I'm
Yeah.
like, he's just going to come back.
Well, probably not. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but it's not gonna make a dent if you kill it. That's not too big, actually. Kind of a smaller snake. It's big enough,
Big enough to
and
cause issues.
and its fangs are about an inch long. So
Yeah, think it'll be a
it's
problem.
big enough.
I showed you the one last week. You thought I was lying.
Yeah, I did.
I know,
Yeah.
as you should. I
But
like how nobody
that's not
responded to
good.
my
That's
text.
not good. At night when
With
you
the
got a
kids,
snake
I know.
there, fuck
With
you.
the kids, I know. I know, dude. I know, man.
You know, there are some snakes like in Australia, like the inland taipan or the bushmaster in Costa Rica. When it bites an ox, the ox will die in an hour. Like these fucking things, like these snakes, if they bite you,
But the rattlesnake, not so much.
No.
Even with kids, it's really not that fatal.
what you do is you get
Chin, type in how many people die from rattlesnake bites in America.
Yeah, you get anti-venom, but
Which they have here.
water moccasins are very poisonous.
Yeah, fuck a water moccasin because the rattlesnake he's trying to get in the crib nonstop.
It's not that. Sometimes the arm that
5
gets-
people die each year.
Yeah. The problem is that when the arm gets bit, sometimes
8,000
that can
total
go
bites.
dead. You can have nerve damage for the rest of your life.
I also think that's kind of so rattlesnake bites are more likely to cause long-term injuries such as
yeah.
a tissue and nerve damage
Yep.
with 10 to 44% victims
So
experiencing
your
life.
kids could have a dead foot. You know what I mean?
Jesus
It's awful.
Christ.
Yeah. That's the problem.
But the key there is only 5 out of 8,000 die. So you're going to be okay. It's going to fucking hurt.
Yeah. You don't want it.
It's not good.
But now the inland taipan, tiger snake, brown snake,
Where's it at?
Australia,
Don't care.
Costa Rica,
Don't care.
the bushmaster.
Don't care.
They say black mamba, green mamba, go ahead and find a quiet place to sit.
And just
Find a holy man. Go
wave
ahead
a
and find
white flag.
holy man.
Wave a white flag.
And by the way, sorry about this. The death ain't gonna be painless.
It's going to hurt.
We're
You're going to bleed from your eyes.
We're gonna be writhing around.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose.
But again, I don't care about that because it's not in
Delirium.
Texas. I don't give a fuck about that. It's like I'm no longer worried about great whites.
There was a
You
guy.
feel me?
There was a guy doing a snake show in Australia. Kind of a quirky old dude who does. When you do snake shows, can we talk about this? If you're a snake guy, you're a little quirky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A little quirky. Probably got a ponytail. You know, whatever it is.
Hey, remember in Oklahoma, the turtle guy?
Yeah. You gotta.
They're different.
You're a guy who handles snakes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Way too comfy with snakes.
And he was under the impression that if you get bit by a tiger snake, very poisonous, or it was a brown snake or whatever from Australia, that what you want to do is if you drink
Urine?
quart of milk,
Oh,
you'll be fine.
dude,
so
the bro science killed him.
he got bit. And
Milk
he
stat.
said, give me some milk, drank some milk, and continued with the show. And of course, about 5 minutes later, literally went, and
Dude.
passed out. Now, he did get medical attention and he did survive.
Oh, wow.
But they were like, that's a tiger snake and your milk is no good here, sir. I don't know where you read milk. You might want to get a second opinion on that.
So I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, but it was before TikTok.
Yeah.
So, it's like,
Still, bro science been out there forever.
Talk to a doctor or an expert.
The bro science to get you.
Bro science.
Bro science to get you. Dude, I was watching,
There's
I'm on episode like 5 of that Ed Gein
Yeah.
show, which is
Thoughts?
great. You got to watch it.
Good?
Yeah, I love it. But so a lot of his like fascination with like skin and all this stuff is he was not manipulated, but he got a lot of like the Nazi comic books. And there's a lady on there called the Butcher of something. And she's a character in the show. So I'm like, I wonder if that's real. Because, they take creative license and like, oh, let's see. This lady's a real lady. A real lady that actually made lampshades and couches and shit from Jews.
Of course.
And she got put away for it.
Well, yeah.
And she eventually committed suicide, but she got put. I sent it to you, Chin.
Psycho.
Oh,
Yeah, there are people that do some pretty awful shit.
It's a real thing. That's what his fascination came from. This Nazi war criminal. There she is.
She looks like a real angel.
She had kids too.
Ugh.
So because of her alleged actions, including she had selected Jewish prisoners for death in order to fashion lampshades and other items from their skins.
Wow. Sadistic and
That's a
perverse acts
real
of
lady.
violence.
Isn't that, how crazy is that?
She was, man, what a horror show. Hold on, let me
And
go
she
back.
had 4 kids.
Most seriously, it was found to be without proof in 2 different legal one connected by American military mission. All right.
So they made like comics from World War II, and she was like this evil villain in the comics. And Ed Gein would look at those, and that's what gave him motivation.
You want to know something? I remember that comic book.
Really?
Yep, and I remember it very well. And I remember, and now that you mention it, I remember reading that comic book.
Jesus.
And it was horrifying.
How crazy is it? That's some real shit.
Yeah. Wow. Let me see.
the bitch of Buchenwald
Beast of Buchenwald.
The bitch of Butcherwald?
The witch of Buchenwald.
and the witch.
Buchenwald was the butcher widow. Wow. Oh, she was at the women's prison.
She's a wife of camp commandant.
Man. I love when people are like, if women ruled the world.
There's some bad ones out there.
Yeah.
She had 4 kids, though. Imagine that's your mom.
She's just a fucking psycho. You know that sociopaths for women are much less likely to be a sociopath than men. Most sociopaths are men. Isn't that weird? Now, some women can be real cunts.
Yeah.
And
don't
horrible
make them
people.
sociopaths.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, though? It's a real thing? Because I was like, oh, they just doing some creative shit here, trying to make it interesting.
Wow.
Real piece of shit, huh?
Yeah, you're going to get people who are fanatical about their ideology, and they're going to say, I have to solve a problem.
And then when they have
torture
freedom,
all the
there it
bad
is. Look at that. Internal organs, 2 human heads, tattooed skins. Now, in the show, she's extremely attractive. And then when I looked at the real life lady, hey man,
No,
no. She's a warlock in real life, which is what I expected.
Of course she
Because there aren't too many mean hot girls.
Well, they
hot.
might be mean, but they're more like socially mean. They're not gonna
They're not going to cut your tits off.
They're not gonna use your skin as
No, I knew she was ugly. I knew it.
Yeah, I would imagine that kind of mindset.
She'd also have look at her face.
Look at her.
She would also have a
looks
cooler
like a
nickname if she was
psycho.
attractive.
Bring up more images of her.
Well, there you go.
She was a large girl. She was a big, strong girl, wasn't
Thick girl.
she?
Thick.
Look at her there. There you are. There you are with your wide head. and
Yeah, they made her very attractive in the show, like a dime.
Look at her with the German Shepherd. Look at those two. Just all neat, well put together, beautiful dog, and complete sadists. Look at that outfit, that Nazi outfit with the high boots.
Hugo Boss made those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that
There
crazy
she
though?
was
She's a real person.
in her Fräulein dress. That dog.
Keep
is
going
nice.
down though, Chin. Even see the comic book image?
Yeah.
That's how they portrayed her in the comic. She doesn't look like that.
Bitch of book.
So I think that's what the show did. Is they?
I may not remember the comic book, by the way.
You think you lied about that?
I remember a comic book like this.
They wish she looked like
She
that.
Wolf of the SS. Look at her with her shirt open.
They wish.
Well, that right there, that comic book, if you're a young man, that gives certain men a fetish, right? They see it at a certain time in their sexual development. Now they're like, oh, man.
Ed Gein was jacking off to it, dude.
That's it.
Then he started having
he was
sex
also
with dead
crazy.
corpse.
Oh, man, what human beings do to people.
Wild.
They just, oh, there she is. Let's see her there. Trial of the, let me see her. Up there.
Which one? Here?
Right there, yeah. Nice, sweet faces.
That one on the right looks like a real bitch.
Well, yeah, look at her eye. That's not somebody who people are that.
I just no one was attractive back then.
I mean, remember, they didn't have any kind of plastic surgery, really that much
There
makeup.
were still hot girls.
They didn't have anything going
Yeah, but
on.
there were still hot girls
Yeah,
from
but
back
by
in the day.
but living hard by the time you're 30, those girls were probably at that
Rough
time,
life.
those women at that time, she was probably 25, and yet she looked
Now
like
bring up the one from the Ed Gein story.
Is that the woman who the actress?
Yeah, but wait till you see her from the in the show.
Yeah. Man. So the show's worth
That's
it?
her there.
Show's worth it?
Yeah, it's good. Well, really well done. That dude, Brian Murphy, doesn't.
Man,
miss.
how good is Charlie Hunnam?
Oh, dude, he's amazing in this. Go to the one where it's like a drawing. You see it, where she looks like shit, and then nope.
This one?
Yeah. Some creative liberty there.
Yeah. Evil people in the world. They're all out there still.
Oh yeah.
Take a little break, guys. All right? I want to talk to you guys about DraftKings. Champions are made and legends are tested. UFC 321. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. I am so excited about this fight. I have no idea what to expect, but this is big. Between Cyril Gane is a monster, very light on his feet, great striker. Obviously, if Tom Aspinall gets him to the ground, we're going to have a problem. I'm hoping Cyril Gane's been working with a bunch of Eastern European and Russian wrestlers. He may not be. But either way, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, puts all the action in the palm of your hand. New customers bet just $5. If your bet wins, you'll get paid out $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Dude, I know you didn't. You didn't see Ohtani's Game 4 performance?
No, I heard it was.
It bothers me.
I heard it was the greatest.
It bothers me that people missed it. Because you know how we talk about Michael Jordan?
Yes.
And even if you're not a Jordan fan, but when you saw him do certain things, like, oh my God, there will never be another one. Ohtani, it made my night. Dude, this should make you emotional. Play that, Chin.
I'll play it.
This is so insane. So he's the starting pitcher. He's been, and I remember I called this when Mike was on. I was like, Ohtani, before you play it, I'm like, Ohtani's about to have a night. He's going to go off. Because he was 1 for 25. He did good in the series
Can you
before.
make it bigger, Chin?
No, once you guys are done.
But he was 1 for 25. Everyone's hating on him. Oh, we overpaid, all this stuff. And he's starting pitcher. He goes out there. As a pitcher, and they're fucking good, right? He strikes out 3. Strikes them all out. He's the first at bat. You're like, man, dude's
Don't tell me. Let me watch.
1 for 25.
Yeah.
First pitch.
Let me watch.
First pitch, buddy.
Let me watch.
Play this, Chin.
Break
Well,
this
yeah, so go ahead.
Games in this series. Strikes out. And Ohtani's first out in the NLCS. It's a cold strike three. Ohtani leads for the 100-mile.
See that?
All three of those guys are all-stars, by the way. Keep going.
He's going to race off the mound after he's
Rushes off.
Oh, he's going to get ready to hit. He's going to go into the dugout. All of his equipment, the toe guards.
Doesn't go in the dugout. Takes his shit off.
There's a lot going on.
Puts his gloves on.
Pitches, 10 hits. Here's the pitch of the year ago. His last
First pitch.
against the Dodgers. In
Boom.
the LCS, and there goes Ohtani. Shohei.
Buddy, he did it. He did it 3 times that game.
Doesn't matter, but I'm making it.
Here's a second.
Goodness. Shohei Ohtani. Wow. Up and over the roof. First 3 games.
They didn't even show his third home run.
3 home runs.
Sir, 3. Every time he got up to bat, it was home run.
So in that inning, he hit 2 home runs.
No, man.
Or in the game, he hit 3
In the
home runs.
game.
I'm saying in that inning, he hit.
No. In that inning, he hit 1. And then next bat up, like 2 innings later, he hit 1. 2 innings later, he hit 1.
God damn.
Insane. They're saying it's the best performance ever in MLB.
Well,
It's so crazy to watch a guy go from pitching to hitting. Now, this is why I think that there's only going to be once in a fucking generational talent. But I do think what happens is because, like Bryce Harper was an amazing pitcher in high school. But somewhere along the line, they go, you're super gifted at hitting. Like, let's focus on this. So I think that this might open up the doorway where guys are like, hold on, dude.
I can do
you see
both.
what Ohtani does? You can do both now.
why not?
Yeah. Because like Cags, who came from University of Florida, he's their ace pitcher, big boy, like 6'5", 240, left-handed hitter. He was a great pitcher, but then he gets to the majors. Now they just have him hitting. But I think now people go, well, hold on here.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if because mentally and everything and physically.
That's a mental thing too. He's so
Yeah.
he's so fucking solid mentally.
But this is what I don't like is like when an actor dies, an athlete dies, they get their flowers then. Like Jordan, like now, like we talked to him, this the highest regards when he's playing. A lot of people knew, but it's like you're literally missing the best to ever do it. They talk about Babe Ruth and all shit. He's better than him right now, facing better competition.
You know what he is? He's history.
Yes, and you're missing it.
He's
whether you hate the Dodgers, and I get all the hate and their salary cap, all that shit, and their high paid players. Get away from all that. If you just like the game of life, the game of
life.
sports,
Excellence.
and pure
You want to see somebody who's the best at
excellence at the highest level.
Do you think
in pitching
to what
and
degree
batting?
is this God given? To what degree is it culture?
Both.
Yeah. Perfect storm.
It's the perfect storm.
Yeah. Of being consistent as
Because I'm pretty sure, like
Japanese discipline, the mindset.
and I'm pretty sure they compare him to Babe Ruth, but I'm pretty sure Babe Ruth wasn't doing both at the same time. He pitched for a time and then he hit for a time. He wasn't striking 3 out and then going to bat and hitting home runs.
So for me,
double check that, Chin.
Yeah.
But then also, here's what's interesting: they had a scout. I should have sent the clip, Chin. They had a scout where this guy, he was an American player, and it was when Ohtani was like in his teenage years, and he was fucking crushing it. And this American player goes, dude, you guys need to get eyes on this Ohtani kid. And the scout goes, we've been watching him since he was 9.
Since he was 9. Yeah, so
we were aware of him since he was 9.
You're put on the earth sometimes to do one thing. Like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant were put on the earth to play baseball. This guy was put on the earth to play. Basketball. This guy was put on the earth to play baseball. I'm always, there are a couple things I would look at. Like the most impressive thing to me is mindset and how he deals with the pressure and delivers. It's a little bit like when I watch boxing now, I look at defense just as much as I look at offense.
Mm-hmm.
How you're not.
So I was a little bit wrong. So yes, Babe Ruth hit and pitched in the same game multiple times, especially during the Red Sox career. As people remember as a Yankee, but he started with the Red Sox. Even had a game in the 1930s where he pitched a complete game, which is crazy, and then hit a home run. So 1 home run.
A little bit different too. A little bit different competition. A little bit different everything.
It was all white guys. Yeah.
No Cubans, no Dominicans. A lot of things here, right? I'm just saying.
But still, I mean, he can only be.
No Japanese. It wasn't a worldwide sport.
Yeah, but still, it's still fight. He's still a monster.
Sure.
But that Ohtani stuff, even if you don't like the Dodgers, you got to tune into it because you're never going to see that dominance again. You might, maybe a young kid comes along in your lifetime. Chances aren't good.
Well, when the bar's set, it's set. But it's not just physical. That's a mental thing. You got to have everything.
It's like missing out when Connor had his run. I'm like, oh, you guys missed out. I don't even like fighting. Dude, got it. When he fought Eddie Alvarez, you missed one of the best athletic performances of all time.
When Pele did his kick, when he did that, you ever see Pele do?
Yeah.
No one had ever done that.
Yep.
And there's something in sports called glory. And like, I'm not even being dramatic. There's something called glory. And when you watch Ohtani, when you watch Pele, when you watch Michael Jordan, when you watch Conor McGregor.
In his prime.
You know what it was? It was glorious. And glorious is like that thing that kind of like where you feel like everything is right in the world in that moment. You feel like this is the most beautiful moment in the world. Oh. Like all the shit and everything else, but we watch it for true drama. Because you know what it makes you do? It actually makes you cheer and it makes you cry.
Yeah.
It takes you through the spectrum of emotions, man. And you realize that when human beings really try under favorable circumstances, they can be awe-inspiring.
It's crazy.
They can just drop your jaw and be awe-inspiring.
Crazy. It was so cool.
And I think that when you watch your children, and you see how good they are and they're getting better, there's part of it is that you're watching them get closer to that. You're watching them hit that mark. One of the things that I heard Jordan Peterson talk about with sports is that you're watching someone hit the mark perfectly, which is so difficult to do. Hitting a ball, hitting a home run, so hard. Whatever it might be, hitting a basket. There's a moral quality to it. And the moral quality is I'm gonna practice really hard. I'm gonna sacrifice.
Yep.
I'm gonna do everything in the right. And then if I'm gonna be courageous, I'm gonna have gamesmanship, I'm gonna do all things. I'm gonna use every part of my body. And I'm gonna make this effort, and it's gonna hit that point. It's gonna hit the perfect spot. And there's a moral clarity to that where you just go, man, I wish the world was that way, right?
Yep.
And that's beautiful.
It takes you a special time.
That's why that music and everything.
Oh, dude, they put that music to anything. It's from the Moneyball movie.
It's
that
so
music
great.
to anything is awesome.
It's so great.
Well, like Tiger, he struggled this weekend. It's not all fucking rainbows and home runs.
It has to be struggle.
He struggled, but so we usually get ice cream or we do something after, and we got done late, and he struggled a little bit, and we're like, he's a little down. They lost, and he's like, man, no ice cream, huh, Dad? I go, well, why don't we get ice cream? He's like, I didn't play well. I'm like, buddy, you get ice cream. You just don't get ice cream when you hit home runs, dude. Like, you did your best, dude. It's all good.
Best.
I said, it's a good thing. He was really, fuck yeah, this is cool. We got work to do, dude. We got work to do.
My son was playing golf. He's really.
Well, real quick, I go, we got work to do. I said, you don't want to be the best 9-year-old.
Yeah.
It doesn't pan out for those kids. We want you to struggle. And what I'm more concerned about is growth, dude. Like having work is good, dude. You're not gonna have it all figured out.
And one of the things that you also learn from that is my son loves golf now. He's playing golf and he's getting mad because he's not hitting the ball well. And I said, hey, you don't play enough golf to be mad.
Oh no.
Like you're not allowed to be mad. Golf, that's disrespectful to the game.
You can be mad if you can get mad if put in the work.
There you go.
That's different.
But any game, any game, whether it's jiu-jitsu, golf, tennis, whatever it might be, I don't care, piano, it requires daily attendance, practice on a high level. You're not allowed to start playing 15 minutes ago and be mad.
No.
What are you doing?
No.
What are you doing?
No.
There's no such thing as somebody who starts jiu-jitsu. You're a great athlete. You're the best athlete in the NFL. You start jiu-jitsu, and in a month later, you're getting tied up in a little ball. I don't give a fuck who you are.
For the next 4 years.
That's no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah. And I love that about life. Anybody who's young, read the book of 5 Rings. I remember Rogan, when he was 30, gave the book to me. And it's by Miyamoto Musashi, who was a samurai. And it's about practice, and it's about how the universe works. And it's an amazing book and this guy lived on a life and death thing with a sword. But it's a beautiful thing about strategy, tactics, philosophy, and about how to live your life. And I think it was probably the most influential book for Rogan, at least.
Damn, wrote in 1645.
Yes, and it's all about how you can, if you get really good at one thing, you'll learn everything in life, right? Like if you get really good, if you master one thing, everything else will make sense.
Yeah, because you develop a work ethic, which is going to work for everything.
Learn how to learn,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Failure.
Yeah, an amazing book.
All right, what do you got, Jen?
I got a question for you guys. Did you guys compete in like sports and stuff when you were growing up and get first place?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Judo and wrestling.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, even, and again, it was high school, but you see, when I was young, that judo was the first time I won a tournament, I remember, when I was in, and it wasn't like a big thing, but my coach was an Olympic medalist, actually, a gold medalist in Japan heavyweight. And it was the first time I realized I was kind of good at something.
Yeah.
Like I could roll, I don't know, I was kind of coordinated. It was the first time I was like, oh shit, I can kind of do this. That's why I chose to be a wrestler in high school and when I came to the States. But when you're young and you're competing, it's terrifying. Like I tried my best. Like that was the first time I like really did, and I did all right for somebody. Of course, I was fighting guys my weight class and all that, but that's a seminal moment for a young man because it doesn't matter. You're competing against what you're competing with. Yeah.
Did you, Jen?
Yes, I did. But mine's obviously music. So I competed in a heavy metal band when I was in like
Battle of the Bands?
that Battle of Bands kind of thing. So we got first place, and then I got into singing R&B. Then we won first place like years later for singing.
Yeah. Also, when I was 19, 20, I won the Taekwondo National Championships, which in Iowa, it is what it is.
I remember when I woke up to when I went to bed, I was so concentrating on everything being perfect, and it worked out. I actually got first place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's something definitely when you're a little kid, it changes your life.
Anytime
entirely.
you win anything, especially when you're young,
yeah,
you're like, because it's so hard. Like it's just hard.
you realize how much your hard work and dedication actually makes a difference.
Yeah, especially if you're not necessarily, some kids are just naturally gifted. They're going to go on to play.
That's
other
true as
sport.
well.
But if you're a regular guy and you do well in high school or something, it's hard.
Yeah. I knew a kid that
But so stand up, like when the first time you make people laugh, or when you get your first TV show, or whatever it is, like that shit's a bit like you're like, fuck, man,
That's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Never goes away, but
How about this story?
why do you ask, B?
What? If Jen?
No, that question in general.
Which question?
Just about you're saying like have you ever competed and stuff?
I didn't ask that.
Oh, I asked,
Yeah,
I asked like, have you guys not only competed but just actually got first place?
I mean, I won a shitload of underground to the death fight matches that I can't talk about.
My entire life, Jen.
You.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sports?
but first place. You guys won
Yeah,
like
man.
first place and stuff.
Yeah, since I was a kid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
But yeah,
Because I've seen people that, what?
No,
it's what you do. Like an athlete, it's what you. It's just.
And the problem is that what you're doing
do.
is you're competing against like all the people that go on to be pros. So it's just that it's all.
It depends what you want.
Yeah,
It depends what you want.
that was your job.
It's Tiger's job.
Yeah.
It's Bossy's job. It depends what you want.
Yeah.
Well, so it depends on what you're supposed to do. Like
No,
you're probably supposed to
no.
play
It
sports.
depends how bad you want it.
Yeah.
Well, because there's some kids they're there for a good time. If they win, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. They're gonna go to the fucking jump castle after. So just there's some kids that it's just they just take it more serious and they put in work and they win and it's expected.
Yeah,
and those kids keep going. on.
Robert, what's his name? What's his name? Bob Costa. Costa, great comic. He's on the Daily Show. I can't believe I'm.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Fuck, I'm forgetting his name.
His Leonardo
Love
DiCaprio
him.
jokes fucking
I
hilarious.
love him, and I'm.
Yeah.
How am I forgetting his name? I'm getting old.
Costa?
Is it Rob?
It's
Costa?
with a K.
Is it Bob Costa?
Michael
Costa.
Costa.
Mike, I'm sorry. I'm such a dick. Love Mike.
He's great.
And Mike was number 1,000. His top
tennis player,
number
right?
1,000 tennis player. And I said, what did he goes, dude? Competing against the Russians and Serbs, where that's their life, where they have to make it, where that's all that matters, where they play constantly. You're not going to do that as an American. I had options. He had options. It's like a whole different thing. But he's awesome.
Okay.
Funny dude. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah. So this is there's
Wait, Jen, was there a point in your athletic career where you're like, fuck it?
athletic.
Yeah.
I didn't do athletic.
But you like, or you couldn't, you never? Even
I
as a
told you, like they wanted me.
No, I know, but that was high school.
Yeah.
But so before then, you didn't do athletics.
No, dude. I was in band, so that was my path.
Yeah.
Like music. I learned how to play. Here's a story. So I learned how to play clarinet, right? Because when I first saw a clarinet, I'm like, that looks so complicated. I want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I got to the point. You guys are gonna be bored about this. It's first chair is the number one player.
Yeah,
you know that?
That's like the starters is the first chair. That's what
First
everyone
chair.
wants.
So I did clarinet so well that I was like second chair, third chair, but then we had this like huge thing where we're battling for first chair, and I did it like better than anyone else, and everyone in the class knew it. They're all just cheering, but I forgot what they call them, but the head guy,
The composer.
yeah,
Conductor.
He's like, no, you're still going to be second chair, and everyone's like freaking out. Why?
Is it because you were Asian?
No. He could tell I wasn't reading the music. He could tell I was just going off of, I literally just go off the
You didn't
sound.
learn how to read music.
Yeah. No, I learned how to a certain extent, but I'm like, I know how to play this without going through all the things. So I played it.
Oh wow.
So I should have got first chair, but he's like, no, you needed to actually learn
Especially
the
because you're
music.
playing with an orchestra, so you have to kind of be on time, right?
That's his thing.
yeah,
I think you
Yeah.
should have been second chair. I agree with him.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're trying to freestyle it.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
can't
that.
have
Don't
that.
be freestyling on my fucking.
But with the singing thing, I remember this dude, his group, they practice like crazy. And I feel like I practice a lot too. But yeah, it's that one thing where you say like some people just are more naturally.
You know what I
gifted,
think is
more naturally
amazing is
talented.
conductors can like listen to a whole symphony
hear
and they go,
who's out of tune?
The second violin's out.
Yeah.
So Barbara Streisand would apparently came in and she was listening to the song. She goes, "Get rid of the second horn. He's not good."
She knew her
"What?"
shit.
She knew her shit like that. They were like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's like the second horn doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I
Interesting.
don't know if that's true, but I heard that story. It's pretty wild.
And then some kid like I remember my brother. I think freshman year, he was just like, "Fuck this! Like it's too much work."
For what?
Football,
Oh,
it's like
football.
sports. He's like, "Fuck it."
Oh yeah,
He's like,
Jay doesn't have that temperament.
But there's certain guys. I think it's like 75% of kids stop playing baseball or like competitive sports at like 13.
Sure.
Because that's when it gets
lot.
serious.
It's a lot.
Well, it's when it gets really serious, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go down this road and go to high school and college. And a lot of kids are just like,
Did you watch the Giants Broncos game?
I saw that. The last
Dude,
quarter.
I think about that. Like when you're a kicker in the NFL and everything is depending on you, even if it's a 39-yard field goal, it's like, fuck, don't miss it, please.
Fucking kickers, man.
Oh my God. That was a great game.
They're like refs, right?
Go
You know?
Broncos.
So guys, let me talk to you about Breeze, B-R-E-Z. It's an incredible functional beverage company, revolutionary how we drink. They're a line of feel-good tonics, and they are tonics, offer you a unique blend of hemp-derived THC and CBD, functional mushrooms, nootropics, adaptogens to create social, relieving, and euphoric effects without the traditional downsides of alcohol. All right? Am I talking about something you can wind down with that isn't alcohol? Yes, I am. Okay? And these are not like your typical edibles. You'll feel each blend within 10 minutes, and the effect will last an hour and a half, similar to a cocktail. It's mellow enough for your mom to try, but stackable if you want to dial it up. Okay? So whether you're looking to turn it up, tune in, or tap out, Breeze has a beverage to help you feel the way you want to feel. All right? So ready to experience the future of drinking? Check it out. Instead of taxing your liver and messing your head up, go to try.drinkbreeze.com/TFATK. Try.drinkbreeze.com/TFATK. Use code TFATK for a $5 credit and free shipping on your first order. All right, Breeze. Drinking has evolved. This is my disclaimer, though. Consult your physician before use. If you are pregnant, nursing, have any known or suspected allergies or medical conditions, or are taking any medication, FDA has not evaluated these products for safety or efficacy. Products are intended for 21 and over.
Okay.
So what's this, Jen?
Yeah. So this is a place called the Bayou?
It's in Houston.
Yeah, but it's
in
called
Houston?
the White Oaks.
They've found 16 bodies,
16 bodies in the same area.
but it's
Same
mostly
canal.
homeless people. To which I say, I think a lot of people have died of like natural causes.
There's some
drugs.
homeless people, but there's also some, who knows, drug addicts and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But it is kind of weird that they're all in that same area. And within I think a matter of a couple months, they found all these bodies.
Yeah.
But wasn't this the same thing going on in
Yeah.
Austin? But they were going like a bunch of gay dudes that got drunk died
Behind
Remember?
a bar.
Yeah, what they
there's like
found
a-
was it was actually a lot of homeless people. And
No, not in Austin. Austin wasn't
yeah,
homeless.
no, Lady Bird Lake. Yeah, there's a lot of homeless.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know.
Look that up, Chin.
And no, I did.
But so a lot of homeless are dying in Houston by the water, and a lot of homeless are dying in Austin.
yeah, but over a long period of time.
serial?
So yes, this is going to happen
Why are they dying in water?
because they get drunk,
They fall,
get
pass
high,
out.
they fall, they get in the water, they try to they just drown.
Rumors of Austin serial killer, the Rainy Street Ripper.
Yeah, there's no connection.
189 drowning cases.
It's a lot
A lot of people drown.
often linked to alcohol consumption, nightlife, heavy
Yeah.
area, along with suicide, drug overdoses, natural causes.
Yep.
Yeah.
The primary cause of death and majority of deaths are accidental drowning, suicides, drug overdose, natural causes.
Yeah.
Only one case in Lady Bird Lake area has been ruled a murder. Okay.
Yeah. But people want to
You're right,
believe it's
B.
a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's more, sexy.
The
that way.
rumors were amplified by social media. Yeah, because that doesn't make it fun, does it? If they're just accidentally drowning.
Right.
What the hell?
So there's no murder in Houston or Austin.
No.
What is this yogurt shop murder?
This was awful.
So that's a real thing then.
Awful, man. Had a major breakthrough. Whoa. A serial killer is a perpetrator. 4 teenage girls
Jesus.
were found murdered in the shop in 1991. Advanced DNA testing authorities in September announced that serial killer Robert Eugene Brashers was the perpetrator.
They just
He
solved
committed
this
suicide
case.
in 91.
2025. That's
It
terrible.
was so awful. These girls were just, horribly murdered in the shop. And
Wait,
they
he
didn't
just
know.
But he just came up and shot him?
Find out how he killed him. I think he used a knife. He was awful. Some bad shit.
Just yogurt. Just type in yogurt shop murder.
They found it. A serial killer. Some psycho.
Did it say how they died? It's an HBO doc.
One was shot to death.
Shot.
Apartment.
Wait.
Shot in the head.
Each girl was shot in the back of the head.
With the 22. Oh my God.
13 years old.
All but one was sexually assaulted. The girls were found up tied and gagged. Jesus, man. Well, they caught him, but he's already dead. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
what a scumbag.
All right, what else you got, Chin? That's terrible.
Let me see what he looked like.
Oh, good idea.
Just some psycho killed himself. Look at him there. Look at his hair.
What a fucking loser.
Ugh.
He has that look. He has that murderer look.
Yeah, you
Some
never know
evil
what they're gonna
fuck.
look like. Yeah, just a bad guy.
Alrighty, moving on. Did we cover this last week? I forgot if we did.
No.
Okay, so yeah. California passed a controversial new law. Speeding tickets will now be based on your income.
That's so gross.
It's so stupid. That means a millionaire could pay up to $5,000 for the same offense that could cost an average worker $200.
That's such bullshit.
Supporters call it fair. No shit. You're a supporter.
That is so fucking ridiculous.
So do I just get a speed for free if I'm out of a job? Like if they're like, hey man, what's your and how are they going to prove your income? I guess
So,
taxes.
That's constitutional.
If I'm like,
that's going to be constitutionally challenged.
right?
They're not going to.
They want to
That's not
pass
even
it.
a law. That was introduced.
Yes.
That's not a law.
It doesn't mean it's gonna get
So a
passed.
lot of bullshit laws are introduced to the floor, to the house, because you got communists and socialists who are so dumb.
Because what happens if I'm out of a job?
They just passed it.
Yeah, so it says it's passed.
Hold on. That's got to be challenged.
It says California has not passed a single constitutional law about speeding tickets for all drivers.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You can't pull that off. That's bullshit. So it hasn't been passed.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
What's this, Jed?
This is an umpire at a kids game and it looks like a coach or a dad came by to complain about something. You remember, like, when you went up to the ump just to say, it sucks or whatever?
Yeah, they threw me
this
out.
guy, but then this guy goes a little too far. You'll see here.
Oh no, that's a coach. Yeah, he's talking to a coach right there. Oh, shit.
Oh, hell to the no!
Well, that's assault.
Yeah, he's screwed.
No, baby, stay right here.
Now, usually it's still I've never seen an ump strike first. Usually it's a coach or a parent striking the ump.
Interesting.
Dude, this weekend, this ump, for whatever reason, just had it out for us, went called balk in it, all this stuff the night before. Saturday, the bases were loaded. It was a force out at second. The kid steps on plate. He goes, nope, safe. Didn't see it. You could tell he's just fucking us over. Parents are so upset. One of the dads gets thrown out. And I'm like, what do you do? Like, what can you really do?
It's just part of the game, right?
There's not much you can
It's
do.
like a PI call in football that costs you the game.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. That's
what happened
It's
with-
so frustrating.
Yeah. But I've seen that a bunch this season in football. With a guy, it's like, that's not a pass interference call, but that's part of the game. It's like bad calls are part of the game.
I've never seen the ump tee off on somebody though. Usually it's a dad or a coach who's frustrated.
But, you know,
that ump was like,
We're
fuck it.
seeing a snippet. I wonder if this had been going on the whole game, right?
Well, no, because it was going on the whole game. He
Maybe it was
like
banging his
fighting.
No, I'm saying maybe the coach was just in his face constantly. It's like, I'm done with this shit.
It's weird to
And
see that.
he got in his face, but it didn't look like he
See how he's
touched him.
walking up to him?
He threatened him.
But this makes me feel like he's done.
Well, no, I'll tell you what's happening. I bet that coach was talking, like riding him all game. Then finally he's
That's
like,
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
what?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
you can't do that. That doesn't.
No, I'm saying though this
That doesn't
this-
justify
This is the
fighting
coach
with him.
riding him all game. Watch, he's in his face. Look at him. See that? He's done. He's done. Listen, you little shit. Don't fucking point at my face like that. He had it.
Yeah.
He'd had it. Because that guy got in like that, in his face like that, probably touched his nose. Yeah. He was like, you know what? Gack.
Never working again.
Kind of appropriate.
Never working again.
No?
No. Yeah, you're done. You can't fight coaches.
You can't, if you go back again, I'm a lawyer. Watch this. Let's go back. Let's just study let me see.
You're
Let
saying
me see. This was aggressive. Let's take a look
it's
at
an
this.
aggressive movement, but
Right? He went in like that and he came at him. He stepped forward. He attacked him.
it's a big ump too.
Big hump. But watch.
Does he touch him?
Little guy coming up.
think he touches him.
Watch this.
It's close though.
He says something though, like I'm
He's
gonna
got his
fuck
hand
you
in his
up.
face, dude.
He doesn't touch him. You're fucked.
Oh, his hand went down.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Hand went down. Hand went down.
Then push, left hook, kick to the face, you're screwed.
There you go. There you go. He's fine. He's fine. Bring him down. Bring him down. Bring him down.
Now, hopefully that dad doesn't have a kid on the team. Because, like, Dad, you get beat up by the ref, man.
Yeah,
you
there's
get
a
beat
lot
up by
of-
the ump.
It's a little, that's, kind of, I think it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got hit.
Yeah, it's ghetto. Can't have that.
Always amazes me how many people don't know how to throw a punch. Thank God.
Okay, so Ricky
Oh,
Hatton,
Ricky
we
Hatton.
talked about him dying recently, and then so this
I
is
think we know why.
yeah. So it is
Why?
like we guessed.
He's suffering
suicide.
from.
I don't know
he's
why.
suffering From
Oh,
suicidal
suicide.
thoughts.
Oh, suicide?
Yeah.
Oh, hanging.
Yep.
He hung himself.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
I had a friend who was a boxer who suffers from this kind of like,
Afterwards. After like leaving the sport. is when-
head trauma, weird stuff can do stuff to people.
And just not doing anything afterwards. There's a ton of reasons.
I think a lot of it has to, yeah.
This also happened.
Did you know Duke at all?
I didn't.
Terrible.
So Duke Rufus passed
He
away
was
as well.
he was a fighter, a legendary kickboxer.
His
wasn't he?
brother was. Oh. Yeah. I mean, he was good too, but his brother was legendary. Like, best North American kickboxer ever.
And so, do we know why he
died in his
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, that's all I heard too. Just died peacefully in
55.
his sleep.
might have had a heart thing?
It's terrible. He's such a good dude.
All right, tell me what you guys think of this video here. It says an Asian woman was arrested for chasing down and subduing a thief who stole her father's phone. So I'll show you right here. Look at how the cops handle it, pretty much, is what I'm saying.
Well, you shouldn't take matters into your own hands. I understand she was going to leave, but you could have just maybe followed her and not got on top of her.
This woman pinned the thief to the ground and subdued him. However, when the police arrived at the scene, they directly arrested
She's kind of
the
hot.
Right?
That's what they think. That's fine. If they escape, they escape. But that doesn't make it okay for you to trap somebody and not let them leave. Okay, so your daughter's in the wrong.
That's stupid.
Okay. So,
So,
she's probably gonna go to
Chin,
jail
so
for
that lady that she held down took her dad's phone, tried stealing it, and she held her down until the cops came?
Yep. She said that a thief had stolen her father's mobile phone. They
I like her.
apprehended the thief
Yeah, she's
at the gas
spicy. You can
station.
tell she has
Spicy
some, she has some
and hot.
fire to her, yeah.
yeah.
Gas station.
I bet she's a real tomcat. in the South.
Tomcat, dude.
Real tomcat.
Tomcat.
Hands on the hood.
Let her fucking go. Look at her hair. Hey, bro.
On the ground was the thief.
Hey, cop.
At this moment,
Guarantee her dad
Hey,
had it.
hey, the
And
cops are a little. You guys are being kind of shitty right now.
they got to figure it out.
Yeah, that's just, okay, good. You guys are on the same page.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yes, but also the cops are right, because what they'll tell you is if someone steals your property, you're actually not allowed to do physical harm.
Oh, fuck off. No, yeah. Within the soft world we live in, yeah, fuck off.
I know, but
Fuck off.
it's the law.
Yeah, but it's a pussy law.
What would you do,
If you
Bryan?
take my phone, I'm going to fuck
What I
you
do?
up, dude.
Yeah, what
Well,
would
I
you do?
fought underground and won a lot of tournaments. So I'll let you.
But also, that lady wasn't even hurting her. She was holding her down till the cops arrived so she couldn't escape.
Yeah, I'm friends with MMA fighters, so
So tell me what you do in this situation. This is more towards Brendan too, because you have fancy cars. But check this out.
Do I?
Yeah. Or you used to have like supercars.
Today's active efficient, and I'm not 100% positive why this guy is taking video of this dude's McLaren. That's what it looks like to me, is, some kind of a supercar. While he's getting into the car, it looks like maybe they're going to have a little bit of an argument about maybe that guy is parked in front of a red curb. I'm not positive of that, or he just thinks it's a cool car and he wants
like
to get
San
some
Diego.
selfies with it. But we do have audio of the people, from across the street who are filming this. So let's listen in.
Get in. It's gonna happen.
Get in, it's your Uber.
He said, I'm your Uber. Oh, no. You can't sit on the car. No. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's kind of appropriate.
Yeah, you can't sit on my fucking car. He doesn't need to keep
I think that
punching
guy
him.
deserves to get the shit beat out. of him.
Yeah. He doesn't need all this, though.
I mean,
But
he
you
kind of
can't-
does though.
Uh,
No, people are assholes.
no, one
That
punch.
guy's an asshole.
One punch for sure.
But people are assholes. Fuck you for doing that.
Yeah, you can't sit on the trunk
I would
bike.
never do that. I expect to get beat up like that.
Yeah. You should.
That guy's
expect-
never got. He's
at
never
least-
had his ass kicked.
Yeah, at
Fuck
least
that
a
guy.
good slap. One punch would have done it, though. He should have known by then.
You need a couple smacks. Come on.
But
That
the
guy's
thing
a
is,
dick.
if that's you, I would
Get
do
the
the same
fuck
thing.
out of
I
there.
would-
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know if I'd grab him and throw him. I don't know if I'd hit
problem
him
is that
once.
guy that whole situation cost that guy at least $100,000. What just happened?
The guy beating the guy's ass? I don't
Right.
know, because him violating his property, you're probably talking about a $400,000 car. If he dented the hood,
Not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what they said in this
In
this
the
video
law,
too.
you're not allowed to. He could be taking a baseball bat to your car. You're not allowed to punch him. Do you know that?
Yeah.
He could literally be taking a
at
baseball
that point, I don't care about the law. It's such a pussy thing, but blah, blah, blah.
Well, you'll go to jail.
Oh, no.
And you'll pay $200,000.
Yeah, but what, are you just going to let him beat you
It
the shit out of your
sucks.
car?
When I bought a gun, the guy says you need to know a couple things. If a guy's beating your dog with a baseball bat, it's your property.
They told you
can't
that in
shoot
California.
anywhere in the
No,
country.
not.
Anywhere.
It's
You're not allowed to.
it's way more strict
If they're
in
on your
California.
property and they have a bat, I'm going to say he was coming for me and I'm going to
Yeah.
shoot him in the fucking face. But yeah. But that was good. That made me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy when I saw that.
Fuck
See,
you.
I
for
don't get why
sitting
people
there,
don't
you
start
fat
GoFundMe's,
fuck.
even though he's obviously balling with that McLaren. I think it's a 720. They should start a GoFundMe for that guy for doing the right thing.
I agree.
If he's getting, if he gets fined a shit ton or has to go to jail for it, which is very possible. We can get to this later. This one was shocking to me. So pretty shocking. This is old footage that started to resurface. It's Demi Moore at some meeting with some castmates, and she's kissing this kid.
That poor kid.
She's super hot too.
Oh, Demi Moore's still hot, dude. Is his birthday or something?
I saw this. She was a little maniac when she was young.
Probably, again, a real tomcat.
Bubba? Yeah.
It's his birthday. Should he give him a kiss?
It looks like it's his birthday.
Okay, one more time.
Back then it was like your first kiss.
And I love them. Absolutely, because
That poor kid.
of my most
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he gets a kiss like this beautiful woman.
Demi Moore, especially back then. Dude, you're talking top 5. Now he's getting a little too handsy, but
this guy's Tony Leary or Gary.
Yeah, we were just different back then. We were just a lot more lax about weird shit.
Truly love them.
does she go in again?
I thought she did it more, but yeah.
She was for a boy that age to kiss a woman like that is like,
Well, at my age, it'd be awesome. Dude, that kid, that made that kid's life. That there's a video of him kissing Demi Moore in her fucking
tell you a story.
prime.
I'll tell you a story.
Talking about top 5, Bubba.
remember when the movie Platoon came out? No.
Oh, yeah.
But I was 19, I think, and I
The
was in
70s.
LA, and she was there, and Demi Moore was there. I was kind of cute at 19, and we had a little kind of a looky look at each other. And then I sat next to her during the movie, and my girlfriend was like, "You know, that was Demi Moore." I go, "Yeah." She goes, "You know, she was looking at you, right?" And I
Oh, snap.
I was like, "I do." Now I don't know, but there was a little something there.
I know.
And then I sat next to her, and she didn't say a fucking word to me. But the point is, I did sit next to her. But I remember her being like, her eyes. I remember looking at her going, because I'd seen her in movies.
Dude,
and I was like,
so
looking at her,
gorgeous.
I was like, and I also, it was like a big deal. It was like a movie star, like right there. I was like, damn, she's beautiful. Fuck. What is
Sounds like
this?
your girl was a real cock block that night.
My girl
Who
was
knows?
every bit
what
as
if-
hot.
Who knows what
My girl
could have
was.
happened.
My girl was. She had a house in Malibu. I was 19. She was so
Delicious.
hot.
But Demi Moore, bud?
No,
in
no.
her prime? In the
Yeah,
70s?
yeah. My girl, my 19-year-old girlfriend, Cece, was so hot.
But Demi Moore hot, dude? In her prime?
I put her right up against Demi Moore, and she knew it too.
Oh, she was
knew
in,
it. I would even say Demi Moore was probably looking at me because she felt competitive with my
her?
girl. Because my girl was Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, wow.
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, wow. And you're
I was
You're the
19.
rabbit.
I was stick thin with a big old dick. and when I tell you I had
you're
sex,
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. That's when you're having sex like all day.
Like a rabbit.
I was a fucking rabbit.
Yeah. Just
I had nothing to offer
Just a cum
other than
machine.
my skinny body,
just a fucking cum
my
machine.
energy, and my big old
just
dong.
a stick of cum.
I looked like the letter L. I was just
Yeah.
a stick with a dick.
a stick of cum.
But boy, oh boy, did I put it
You
out.
used it.
I put it down.
What's this, Jen?
Wait, just have to ask this question. What's you said you did it all day? What's the average time you have sex?
She
for?
was so hot, dude. I'd see her naked. She had this giant tits. She was a Playboy bunny. She looked like a Playboy bunny. Like when you're a young man and you have a woman who is built like a fucking Ferrari. Well, I'm talking about the nicest, but like
You want to drive it all the time.
I know, but you can't.
literally find any the hottest Playboy girl you've ever seen with real breasts, not fake. At 19, that's what I was, and she was a woman and I was a boy, and I put it down, sir.
We're talking an hour? Or what
You're talking all day, Chin, because what happens is you go, how the fuck?
It's a full-time gig.
You're just like this, and you don't go down when you're young like that. You just keep it up. You've been there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just like, this is. You feel like the fact that I got to
It
experience
feels like
that,
anything's possible.
anything's possible. And she
And
had a
then life
house.
hits you
Her
with a
parents had a
cold,
house on the
wet
beach
dick.
in Malibu.
Wow.
Rich
So I would
parents
go,
too. She had it all.
oh, bro, and I would just, and we would just, and they had this. I can't get.
And you didn't need a ton of food either. Like fuck eating.
No, bro, you don't need
No,
food.
what?
Food.
Maybe one meal a day.
Oh God, I remember, and like that perfume, and it was just like it was insane. It was like stepping into a fantasy. It was like going, oh, there's the hottest girl That's the That's the playmate of the year, and I get to have sex with her.
And you peaked at 19.
And you peak
It's
at 19.
never gonna. Now, if someone told you, "Psst, it's all downhill from here,"
Always is.
I'd went, "So worth it."
So worth it.
I don't give a fuck.
So worth it. Now, I dated some. I was married too and dated. I mean, I've done. I've been a lucky man, but
never more lucky than you when
because you're 19.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is what the fuck is this?
You're just a cum stick.
It's the greatest thing. There's nothing that competes with that. Rogan had a joke about that. He was in a fucking F-15 fighting G-forces. Like the most incredible thing. He goes, pussy's better. Mike Tyson, if God invented something better than pussy, he's keeping it to himself.
Now, how about
On that
Charlie
level?
Sheen? How about Charlie Sheen? He's fucked because he's getting his dick sucked by a 10 and
While
he's on
doing
meth.
crack. He said, I was smoking crack cocaine and I was getting a blowjob. And there ain't nothing better. It's all downhill from there. All downhill.
And he also experimented with, what'd you say, other side of the sheets or something?
Flip the menu.
Well, he decided to have sex with guys,
This
right?
football coach this baseball coach this weekend, the kids would make a mistake. Nobody hurt, turn the page. Super Texan. Nobody hurt, turn the page. Probably said it 1,000 times.
Love that.
Nobody hurt, turn the page.
Who is this guy?
This is a piece of shit. He's a YouTube prankster. You know the pranks things on YouTube, they're popular. I don't know why. But so this guy would actually walk up to random people with a fucking syringe.
Pretend he stabbed them.
But no, he stabbed him. But there's nothing in the syringe. I'll show you some of this stuff.
How long is he?
I think up to 6 months, which is ridiculous.
How is this funny? Oh my God, dude.
I would fucking choke that guy.
Dude, how did nobody beat the fuck out of him? His buddy Philman's a fucking idiot.
This guy's a complete piece of shit.
If he's down in America, he'd be shot, especially in Texas.
Well, he should be shot. I think he
Yes.
should be shot for that.
Damn, in the neck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you?
That's
So how long has he been
that's the
sentenced to?
least
He
funniest
should,
thing
it
I've
should be
ever seen.
10 years probably.
I think I read it was 6 months, up to 6 months.
That's it?
Yeah, something stupid like that.
He goes, I had a very bad idea of performing these tricks. I didn't think it could hurt people. That was
stupid
my
ass.
mistake. I thought of myself, not of others. What a piece of
You're
shit.
so dumb. He's got, hold on. He's got Myers prior conviction for assault and harassment or something.
Wow.
Let me close this.
Wait, how long is he doing? It's more than that. Go up.
Up.
Yeah. Go on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
3 years. Oh, no. Suspended 6 months. Oh, wait. Handed down a 12. So he got a year sentence. Year's pretty good. Don't you think?
Wait, so with 6 months suspended, that means it's 6 months then, huh?
6 months, a 3-year ban on carrying weapons.
I think he should have been there for years. Like not. You
I mean,
can't poke someone.
a year in lockdown's pretty. You should learn your lesson.
Was he jabbing them? Did he actually stick
Yeah,
this
you'd hit
needle?
him, but there was nothing in it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I could have sworn he did jab him, but it says right here showing him.
He's also going
pretending
to get
inject.
sued. He's also going to get sued.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It says pretending to jab. I thought he actually jabbed him.
That's yeah.
So empty syringes and pretending to jab. Despite syringes being empty.
Guy's an idiot. Well, at least they caught him. What a
Well, I mean, he's
channel.
on YouTube. Freaking.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, this should be the last one. So it's just an infuriating video if you watch this. It's two women walking a dog, and then another woman behind them with her bigger dog.
Whoa.
I was trying to go after the little dog.
Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fumble. Dude, grab your dog,
She doesn't
lady.
know what to do. She's too much of a spaz.
Just grab your fucking dog. Why does she keep falling?
Because she's retarded.
What kind of dog is that? Oh my
woman.
God. She's so unathletic, it's frustrating. I'm so
She doesn't
sorry.
know what to do.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
It's so frustrating.
She went, I'm so sorry. It's frustrating. She kept falling. God damn.
It's just like that. Remember that time? Have you ever seen that where she had responsibility of just holding the camera and she kept falling in the sand?
yeah,
When they're,
yeah, it's so frustrating.
it's like you had one job and you just keep fucking falling. You ever see that one?
No.
Play that because it makes me laugh.
How do you describe it? Someone with the camera that keeps falling?
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's False Gods, guys, on YouTube. Check it out. Check it out.
Yes.
I'll be in
Available
Vancouver
right now, right, B?
House of Comedy, Vancouver, and Westminster, November 13, 14, and 15. Yeah, this is so
Is
fun.
this the one?
Yeah, it's out right now, buddy.
Are they getting
Oh, I
married?
remember this shit now.
And this is not
Just
staged.
3 thickums.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
As you get down on one knee. Oh, and this lady fucked it up.
Watch.
Get your big ass up. Is he telling her they're going to the Golden Corral? Get your shit together, lady.
You had one
She's
fucking job.
missed it all.
You had one job.
Hey, how about the title? Title just says "Fat Woman Keeps Falling to Proposal."
This is the footage.
Look at her video she got. Just eating shit.
Oh, that's helpful. By the way, probably the greatest video ever.
Then she gets it at the end. It's all blurry.
Full of
She got it at the end. Here you go. I tried my best. My bad.
You had one job, you fucking.
Ew, that's hilarious. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, kids, if you're loving this Firing the Kid, go join our Patreon right now. It's patreon.com/TFATK. You get extended episodes. All shows are ad-free. Shop Show, Firing the Kid. You get bonus episodes and you get fan questions twice a month. I think did we just release the fan questions, Chin?
Yeah, but it's at least once a month, so it's not.
At least once a
Yeah.
month. Get you some. All right? It's only $5 a month. It's TFATK on Patreon. Enjoy.
Let's go.
And
This is the
Bryan?
Firing the Kid. We're out.